and I've seen the studies, just like radar guns and police testicles. And they tell the cops, don't keep it between your legs, and they admit now it gives them testicular. And it's sad, but it's also good, because all these guys who are they're all going to get testicular cancer, and then they're going to have to remove the machines. That's but of course they'll try to cover that up now. And that's what the soft kill is, where they just admit vaccines are killing you, but keep doing it. See, they're trying to train us that all this kills us, and we just put up with it. Aaron, you want to comment on all this?
Yeah, I want to comment on the fact that they keep pushing it further and further. They're not prepared for our non-cooperation. That's the key. When you say no, that guy started shaking. They don't know what to do. And it's the same thing with these 50-mile-in border checks. That Pastor Anderson in Arizona, he's not the only one doing it now. Now there's whole groups doing it, and they don't know how to react. All they can do is realize that they are violating the Fourth Amendment. And that's the same thing Gandhi started with his non-cooperation. They tried to profile and force Indians to register and fingerprinting developed by Francis Galton, creator of eugenics, and he resisted. That's what it's all about. They keep trying to invade our privacy, and it's always been government taking it too far, and if you let them keep taking it, that's all that's going to happen.
There's the National Cancer Institute with all the studies of how it causes cancer, but let's remember, and I've seen these studies, 1,000 times stronger. I mean, this is life and death. They're trying to stick you in a radiation chamber like you're one of those foster kids they were murdering in the 50s. And don't these jackasses understand those things are leaking and blasting them?
I've seen them walk through it, too. They walk, oh, it's okay, you just walk through it. Yeah. It's going to be okay when you get cancer, too, I guess. You know, that's what's going to happen to them.
And we've got emails and calls pouring in, and then it's in the news that suddenly they're forcibly inoculating kids nationwide. And just tell the parents, go to hell. Go to hell, people. We rule you now. Okay, we're going to talk more about this next week. And if you guys want to write a blurb up about your experiences, because we need to start saying no to this. Aaron, I can tell you're really angry about this.
Yeah, I can hardly put up with it.
So how did it end? Did you say, hey, what are you doing grabbing me?
Basically, it ended in a compromise. I submitted to a wanding rather than going through the machine.
And meanwhile, these bastards' bosses staged 9/11.
Yeah.
I mean, it's openly in the news that the CIA grows the opium now. They just admit it.
But I shouldn't put up with any of it. I shouldn't let them look through every inch of my possessions. I'm supposed to be secure in my possessions. I shouldn't let them take off my shoes and my belt, look in my pockets, scan me over, pat me down. These are people who like touching people and looking at them. I mean, it's
pretty perverted. It's perverted because they really, when the guy wanted me,
they make pregnant women with babies drink their milk, and pull their clothes off, and they beat them up.
I saw that they made a guy unscrew his bottle and say, "Oh, we just need to we need to do an aerosol sample." So they actually wand a little thing and made him drink it.
It's all crap. And I forget the documentary that Michael Douglas narrates. It won an Academy Award about the Munich Olympics.
Yeah,
it's something one day in September or something like that. The point is, at the end of the film, and it never made the news, they have the former head of the German security go, "Oh, we actually staged the hijackings to let them go. It was all staged." And laughs. So they just stage everything. And then even kill the patsies they've got involved. I mean, they tell them, you're going to be part of a drill. Going to go very well for you. Just like the morons on 7/7 in England. Turned out that was a drill. They just killed them. Here, oh, yeah, you want to fight Al-Qaeda? Here's some bags. Carry these on board.
Mm-hmm. Mm. And these aren't officers who took an oath. These aren't doctors who swore to do no harm. They're basically little tin-pug dictators on the cusp of taking things physical. They don't know how to handle it.
What did you say when he grabbed you?
I said, get your hands off me. That's my Fourth Amendment. I'm not going to let you invade my privacy. And he got so upset he didn't know what to do. All I could say was, you read too much. Because I knew what the Fourth Amendment.
No, they've literally gotten to the point like Idiocracy going, he can read. What the hell is this? The crazy judge.
What you reading for?
Oh, it's dangerous. And I've talked to these ladies who get upset because they're late for their flights, but they say, oh, it's okay. I prefer to be secure. Don't you know Ben Franklin warned us that if we give up our liberty...
Look, they're not going to be happy till them and their kids die of cancer. Let's start rolling the video for everybody of Detroit. At first, it's some pretty scenes, but then it gets into the collapsed buildings, the ivy growing up. Start getting into that. What was that like?
It's incredible. I mean, you're driving down blocks. You'll see beautiful houses with new paint jobs right next to burned down houses, empty lots where there used to be, 100 houses on the block. Now there's one, maybe two, maybe three. You'll see that all over the place. They call them urban prairies now.
Yeah, that's the new word for it. And this guy was telling us how the neighborhood he used to live in, he used to be able to stick his hand out and touch his neighbor's house. And now you go through the neighborhood and it's one house, then empty lot, empty lot, empty lot, another house, then a burnout house, then empty lot, empty lot. They're just systematically tearing down Detroit. And you can see it coming up now.
You can pull up the USA Today article. Obama says demolish U.S. cities for environment. In fact, people don't believe it. Pull it up. Aaron happened it. This one's out of London Telegraph. U.S. cities may have to be bulldozed in order to survive, and they go on to say it's for the environment. And so we're going to come back into that briefly. But then also, you had the experience of not being able to come back into the U.S. They said your cameras were stolen.
Yeah, they tried to basically set us up when we were entering Canada. Said, I can refuse you, or you can get ready to prove that you didn't smuggle those cameras in or buy them illegally in Canada or without proper authorization using the customs.
Mm-hmm. So they told you that when you were leaving?
Oh, yeah, they set us up for it. And indeed, they did ask when we came back.
Yeah.
And
we were entering.
So they said, prove you didn't steal the cameras in Canada, even though you were going into Canada. Right. Then they marked down your license plate, and they were waiting because it was fun to harass a slave.
That's right.
To teach you to learn to serve, boy.
But see, the problem is everybody knows you can only buy left-handed cameras in Canada.
You're joking, huh?
That's a joke, yeah.
Dude, I tell you what. No, but seriously, what was that like?
It was incredible. I mean, this lady was implying that we were there, you know. She was basically hinting that she could mess with us on any point she chooses.
Yeah.
Because it's an interrogation, and if they don't like your answers, then you got to answer more questions.
But we'll just stay there. Let's finish up with Detroit imploding, and then what happened coming back. We had to go get. They weren't going to let you go. We had to send receipts. Guilty until proven innocent. Meanwhile, illegals, criminals are everywhere. Madoff stealing everything. Crime everywhere. But they got to let you know because you are the milk cow. And they were slapping you upside the head going, look, Elsie, I own you.
Everything we said